balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the police report a record quantity of cocaine seizure for 4 months this year. Jamaica's opposition walks out of parliament after a motion of no confidence in the Prime Minister was not tabled yesterday. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Iran will pay after they fired 180 missiles at Israel on Tuesday. Details of the morning news right after this.
The range of Kin juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. Kin offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of Kin's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Kin, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. Acting Police Chief Davidson Valerie is reporting 9 murders in Dominica so far this year. He says the figure is lower than the same period in 2023. Mr. Valerie also says the police seized a record quantity of cocaine this year.
This year, we have seen the highest amount of cocaine seizure in Dominica within a 4-month period when compared to previous years. The street value of these drugs amounted to over 67 million EC dollars. 8 individuals had been arrested, while 4 have been charged and are pending trial. We have improved our police presence and patrols in the city, urban areas, and our districts. Notwithstanding, there is a lot more improvement required. Dominica has recorded 9 homicides for the year 2024, which is lower when compared to the same period in 2022 and 2023. 1 homicide is one too many, and the police force must redouble its efforts to prevent any further increase in crimes. Our officers have remained resolute in combating the challenges of natural disaster, crime activities, illicit drugs, and illegal guns and ammunition.
And that's the Acting Police Chief Davidson Valerie. The police are observing Police Week. They meet with villagers of Granby at Bubbles at 6:30 this evening. Other news this morning: the government of Dominica has approved the temporary lifting of the ban on the hunting of wildlife for the period September 27, 2024 to December 31, 2024 for persons in possession of a valid hunting license. According to the release from the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, the sale and possible limited export of wildlife or part thereof shall be permitted from September 28, 2024 to January 31, 2025. It adds that exportation will only be granted to persons with a valid wildlife export permit, and beyond such period, persons found selling and exporting wildlife, including parts thereof, shall be prosecuted by law and face a fine of $5,000 per offense. During the period, licensed hunters may hunt crabs, agouti, and manikou only. The public is also being advised it is an offense under the Forestry and Wildlife Act to hunt or fish in freshwater streams without a valid license, and that the hunting of all other species of animal, that including all frogs, all birds, all snakes, and iguanas, is strictly prohibited. The release further states that persons who engage in any form of hunting or fishing without valid documentation are liable to a fine of $2,500, an offense. Hunting licenses and export permits are currently available for purchase at the Office of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division on the Windsor Park Link Road and at the sub-treasuries in Portsmouth and in Marigot. Other news this morning, Minister for National Security Rayburn Blackmore says the police vehicle fleet will receive a boost this week. His announcement came during the official opening of Police Week 2024 earlier this week.
For the good self of the Prime Minister and the government, 3 new vehicles this week will be made available to the police. And we have already started discussion with the People's Republic of China for additional vehicles, but we are going to ensure that we actually have vehicles for all police stations in Dominica and places like Portsmouth and not less than 2 and going forward. And we're hoping to have a fleet in reserve. We are going to ensure that in terms of accommodation, we continue to address that. You know that we are in the process of finishing the St. Joseph Police Station in Cassibros, and of course we are committed as a government in ensuring that you are provided for in terms of resources from a technical standpoint and also accommodation and financial. I also want to take this opportunity to highly commend the officers of the Coast Guard, because a lot of times we see raids being made, but the challenge confronted by the guys in the Coast Guard in this dangerous space is just extraordinary. And it takes guts and grit to be out there, braving the elements to confront crooks and criminals with high-powered vessels.
And that's the Minister for National Security, Rayburn Blackmore. Public officers in Dominica are meeting with the union this afternoon to agree on a proposal to be submitted to government for salary increase for 2021 to 2024. General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later, says non-salary matters have been submitted to government, but the general membership needs to meet to decide on the way forward.
Last Wednesday, our meeting was postponed because of the weather. So this afternoon, we are meeting with the members to discuss the salary aspect of our proposal for negotiations in respect of the triennium 2021-2024. Following this meeting, we will be meeting with the government in a week's time to continue negotiations which we started a week before. We are hoping that we will get a consensus as to the level of increase we should propose to the government of Dominica. Already we have made the submission as it relates to non-salary aspect of our proposal. We are looking forward to a successful meeting, and following the meeting with the government, we will be meeting with our members again to give them a briefing or an update on how things would have gone. So as I said, we look forward to a good attendance at the meeting, and immediately after that, we'll be making our submission to the government. At some point, we will explain to the general public or give specific information relating to our proposal.
And that's the General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later. That meeting with public officers is set for 4:30 at the PSU today. Dominican teachers will observe World Teachers Day with a rally at Zubla on Friday. President of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander, says World Teachers Day is an opportunity for teachers to celebrate the profession.
World Teachers Day is not a public holiday in any country. And similarly, the first Friday in October is not a holiday for teachers in Dominica. Rather, it is a time when teachers get together to celebrate their profession by giving thanks to Almighty God for all they have done and further seek His intervention as they continue to shape the future by imparting knowledge and inspiring young minds. It is also a time when heartfelt tribute is extended to dedicated teachers. This global celebration acknowledges the invaluable contribution of teachers and their role in nurturing generations. It is a day of recognition and appreciation for teachers around the world. It is also an occasion to celebrate the profound impact teachers have on the society by equipping students with the skills, knowledge, and values needed for success. It further serves as a reminder of the importance of quality education and the role of teachers in achieving it. And of course, here in Dominica, we have a lot to celebrate. When we see how our students performed at the Grade 6 National Assessment and the CXC examinations in spite of all odds, I say hats off to our teachers.
And that's the president of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Mervyn Alexander. Meantime, activities for Teachers Week will continue today with Social Media Hype Day today.
And we just want everyone, we know that everybody in Dominica today have a phone, a smartphone. Just blast the internet, recognizing teachers, uplifting teachers, posting messages, pictures, everything about teachers. It's all about teachers on the internet. And we'd like the general public to just highlight teachers. Teachers, it could be past teachers, the present teachers, just highlight them for the work that they do. As we say, show them some love. And the love will continue on Thursday as we dubbed Teacher Appreciation Day. And there, it is not just for the students, but parents and even general public. Just go into a school, bring a little rose, a little flower, say a word sometime, say a prayer, pop into the school, visit the school, and talk to the teachers on that day. Just appreciate the teachers. And sometimes the smallest token goes a long way. Sometimes just a little word, a phone call, something. Appreciate teachers. So on Thursday, it's again all about teachers. This week, it's Teachers Week.
And that's the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Association of Teachers, Juanita Carbon. The Dominica China Friendship Hospital will observe Oxygen Day today as part of activities to observe Clinical Technologies Week. The week of activities was officially launched on Monday. Director of Engineering Services at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, Nicole Laville, says the clinical engineering team plays a critical role in enhancing patient care through technology.
October 2nd, 02, is Oxygen Day, International Oxygen Day. So this will be the second consecutive year we'll be celebrating Oxygen Day at the hospital. Last year, we held quizzes on oxygen treatment and oxygen production. We also did a highlight video on our oxygen plant, a tour led by one of our plant technicians. This year, we will focus on clinical aspects of medical oxygen with a lecture on oxygen therapy to be held at the auditorium at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m., October 2nd, a lecture on oxygen therapy, which will be done by Dr. St. Luce and Ms. Jules, our respiratory therapist. After this session, we will all proceed to the open house, our second year annual open house at the oxygen plant, which is right across the street. And staff will have the chance to view our facility and learn more about this vital operation.
And that's the Director of Engineering Services at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, Nicole Laville. That activity to take place at the hospital this morning. Let's head into Jamaica now. Members of the opposition People's National Party in Jamaica walked out of Parliament on Tuesday afternoon after they had a motion of no confidence in the Prime Minister. That motion was blocked on Tuesday afternoon. Mark Golding's motion essentially declared that Prime Minister Andrew Holness had breached the Ministerial Code of Conduct and called for his censure. The opposition leader had previously called for Holness to resign over his uncertified statutory declarations and the decision by the Integrity Commission to ask the Financial Investigation Division to further probe the Prime Minister's business dealings. He's also accused the Prime Minister of failure to inform Jamaicans that he was under an illicit enrichment probe. Golding began to introduce his motion in Parliament yesterday, but was quickly shut down by the Deputy Speaker, prompting the departure of the opposition from the Parliament. Finally, this morning, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Iran will pay after they fired around 180 missiles at Israel on Tuesday. Most of the missiles were intercepted. One Palestinian was killed in the West Bank, and a school in central Israel and a restaurant in Tel Aviv were hit. Iran said the barrage was in response to Israel's aggressive acts, including the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. Israel says it is sending additional forces to its ground operation inside Lebanon, which began earlier this week and has told more villages to evacuate. It is 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports comes up shortly.
The range of Kin juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. Kin offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of Kin's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Kin, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with track and field news. Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffergatson is set to be recognized at the annual Canuck Sports Awards, which will be held in the Turks and Caicos Islands later this month. The inaugural Canuck Sports Awards will honor the Caribbean's finest athletes, teams, and sports leaders on October 19. The prestigious event will celebrate the region's sporting excellence with a special focus on sustainability through the IOC Sustainability Awards. The Caribbean Breakthrough Award will honor athletes who've earned their first medal at a continental or intercontinental multi-sport competition. Thea Laffergatson, who won Dominica's first Olympic medal, is among the athletes to be awarded. St. Lucia's Julian Alfred and Adeja Hodge from the British Virgin Islands will also be recognized. The Canuck Sports Awards will also name its Sports Personality of the Year, male and female, the Caribbean Team of the Year, the Caribbean Sports Media Award, and the Caribbean Distinguished Service Award. Cricket news now. A power failure spoiled what could have been an interesting eliminator in the Republic Bank CPL as Barbados Royals took on the Trinbago Knight Riders last night in Guyana. The match was delayed by 2 hours due to the electrical failure, and the new adjustments didn't favor the Trinbago Knight Riders as they were knocked out of the tournament. The Knight Riders batting first were 168 for 3 after 19.1 overs when the power outage occurred. Nicholas Puran was not out on 91 from 60 balls, Andre Russell unbeaten on 20 from 18, and Jason Roy 25. Navim Ulhak took 1 for 25. The match was delayed by 2 hours while the electricians sorted things out, and the resumption heavily favored the Barbados Royals as they will set a target of 60 runs from 30 balls. David Miller put the Royals on his back, hitting 50 not out of just 17 balls as the Royals got 64 for 1 in 4.2 overs to win by 9 wickets via the Duckworth-Lewis method. Sunil Narayan picked up 1 for 22. David Miller was named the man of the match. Rothman Powell is captain of Barbados Royals.
I think it's a case of us getting lucky tonight, to be honest. At one point we thought we were out of the competition when the light started giving problems. But we knew once the light came back at a certain time, it's our game to lose. 5 over 60 runs, not very difficult.
Tell me about the preparation going into, obviously, the fact that you're going to play that 5 over game. How did you come up with the opening partnership you guys went out, and what did you tell your team?
I think it's just a case of our main experienced batter, myself and Quinny, try to take on those 2 overs of power play, see if we can get a good start. If, in the first 2 overs you get 25, 30 runs, you're halfway there already, and credit have to be given to David. He came in and he struck it from ball 1.
And your stance and your position during that discussion with the other captain and the umpires when the lights went off?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. It's unfortunate that the lights went on. It went off. It would be a beautiful game of cricket. But having said that, those things happen. It's just unfortunate for a good TKR's team to be on the wrong side of luck tonight. But nevertheless, I'll take it with my team.
And that's the Barbados Royals captain Rothman Powell. Trinbago Knight Riders captain Kieran Pollard says the electrical incident was unfortunate, but that's the nature of the game.
you prepare for any circumstances. Obviously, if rain had fell or something like that, it would have been the same sort of instances where you have to, gear up and be prepared to play. At the end of it, once the lights was on, and as we spoke, I was always ready and willing, to play within the rules and regulations of the game. So again, it tend to happen, and it happens. Obviously, they had a target of 60 to chase, and well batted by Miller there in the end.
You've used the word proud throughout this season. How would you reflect on the way your guys have gone through this year's CPL?
Still proud of the guys, as I said, from the inception, we had a lot of injuries coming into this tournament, and the way that the guys came out and played, consistently at this point in time, to get where we got, on the table, 14 points in 10 out of 10 games. Obviously, you'll take that each and every time. Normally, you finish on the top 2 with that, in CPL's gone by. So again, you just have to be proud, of the guys and the way that perform all the way through the end, the professionalism, that was shown. And again, we saw the class of Nicky P today again, batting through on a tough wicket, getting us to a decent total at that point in time with 4 or 5 deliveries to go. Obviously, it was always going to be difficult for Barbados to chase that, but on circumstances, certain things happen that we have no control over, and that's something that we continue to speak about. You can control what you can't control, and what you can't control, you just sort of run with it.
Trinbago Knight Riders captain Kyron Pollard. Meantime, St. Lucia Kings captain Faf du Plessis is hoping his team can bring their A game as they face the Guyana Amazon Warriors in their first qualifier tonight. The Kings finished in second place in the point standing and will take on the first place defending champs Guyana Amazon Warriors. That match will bowl off at 7 o'clock tonight. The winner gets a spot in this weekend's finals.
Obviously, your first objective is making the semis, but then on top of that is to try and make that top 2 teams, as it creates a little bit of an easier entry into that final. So it was a huge achievement for us to make sure we wanted to get to that top 2. So very proud of the team in our last 6 games, how we performed. Then we're looking forward to the game in 2 days' time, which we played against Guyana the other day. Nice to be playing some night games again. We've had 4-day games in a row, so look forward to a little bit cooler temperature. But yeah, great occasion. Obviously, a nice crowd will be awaited in that match, so was really keen to play that match.
St. Lucia Kings captain Faf du Plessis. Some football news. Sugar George, Wayne George Academy are through to the quarterfinals of the DFA's Division 1 League as they came from 2 goals down to get past Glanvilla in the continuation of their round of 16 matchup at the DFA Technical Center last night. Glanvilla were leading by 2-0 after 30 minutes when the game was stopped prematurely in September due to a horrific injury to Wayne George Academy player Christophe Rachio-Gervier. The game continued last night, and it was the Wayne George Academy with the momentum as they came back to win in extra time. Calvin Christopher and Wayne George scored during regular time, and Hezani Dow got the winner in the first half of extra time as Wayne George Academy won by 3-2. Meantime, in the women's division, the Harlem Sports Club and Kalinago Warriors had to share their points in their encounter in the Women's Premier League at the Newtown Savannah last night. Kimra Joseph got a brace for Harlem, but Nikele Daru got the late goal for the Kalinago Warriors as that match ended 2-2. Tulloch also scored for the Kalinago Warriors. The West Indies women suffered a major batting collapse as they crashed to their second defeat in practice match ahead of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. The Windies went down to Australia on Tuesday. Australia made 144 for 8 in their 20 overs batting first. Aliyah Aline bagged 2 for 24 and Afi Fletcher 2 for 36. The West Indies in reply was 68 without loss before being all out for 109. Haley Matthews made 42 and Kiana Joseph had 36. 9 batters failed to reach double figures. The Windies lost by 35 runs. The Windies will play their opening match in the World Cup against South Africa on Friday. The ICC Women's T20 World Cup officially gets underway on Thursday. Finally, this morning, Dominica's Gillon Tyson and Kamal Hamilton were among the wickets as the Sunil Ambrose 11 got past the Desron Maloney 11 in a Windward Island Volcanoes practice match Monday ahead of the regional Super 50 Overs tournament in St. Vincent. The Ambrose 11 batted first. They posted 185 for 8 in 35 overs. John L. Eugene got 74. Noel Leo had 41. And Sunil Ambrose had 24. Daryl Cyrus bagged 3 for 41. And Dominica's Kyron Phillip 2 for 52. The Desron Maloney 11, they were bowled out for 129. Stefan Pascal top scored with 31. Daryl Cyrus at 28. Kenneth Demba had 18. Gillon Tyson picked up 4 for 45. Kamal Hamilton 2 for 29. And John L. Eugene 2 for 33. The Volcanoes will hold another practice match today. That too is a look at the DBS Morning News and Sports. We'll bring you a news update at 11 o'clock this morning. Another major newscast at 1:15 on behalf of the News and Sports departments. And our link person, Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, we'd like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today, and that's kashibu. Kashibu, a plant used in traditional Kalinago craft making, especially for baskets, and that's spelled Kashibu. Kashibu. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kalinago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we'll bring you your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
What's on your back-to-school checklist? Fast, reliable internet, a free Chromebook, a smartphone. With Flow, you can check everything off your list. Sign up for broadband and get 25% off Turbo plus 6 months or free Chromebook while stocks last. And if you need a new phone, our postpaid bundles offer smartphones for just $4. Make back to school easy with Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for details.
At this time, we say good morning to Keisha Dubik with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service at Dr. Charles Airport for today, Wednesday, October 2nd, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy with scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms by afternoon. Conditions at Dr. Charles Airport were fair. Surface winds westerly at 4 knots or 7 kilometers per hour. Present temperature 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at the Douglas Charles Airport was trace, and the total rainfall for the month so far is trace. The sun will set today at 5:54 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 5:55 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 3:04 p.m. and the low tides will be at 9:10 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Les Antilles. A weak high-pressure system is a dominant feature across the area. This is expected to result in a relatively dry atmosphere. However, light winds and high daytime temperatures are expected to result in an increase in cloudiness with scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms during the afternoon. Tropical Storm Kirk was upgraded to hurricane status as of 5 p.m. yesterday in the central tropical Atlantic. Hurricane Kirk, as well as an area of low pressure in the eastern tropical Atlantic with a high chance of development, are currently being monitored. These systems are expected to remain over open water and currently pose no threat to the region. However, a trough generated by Kirk is expected to affect mainly the southern portion of the region today. Additionally, northeasterly swells generated by Kirk could reach the area by late Thursday. Sea conditions are expected to remain slight to moderate, with wave heights reaching up to 5 feet over the next 24 hours. Now for the forecast of today and tonight. Synopsis. A high-pressure system is a dominant feature. Forecast for today. Fair to occasionally cloudy, with scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms by afternoon. Forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with a few showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Wind light and variable. Sea conditions slight to moderate in open water, with waves peaking 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warning or advisory at this time. Please remember, we are still in hurricane season. For updated information on weather conditions, log on to our website as weather.gov.dm or call 266-4490 for further information. Like our Facebook page, Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Mets. Follow our WhatsApp channel 618-3469. Reporting out Douglas Charles Airport, I am Keisha Dubik.
And we thank Keisha Dubik for this morning's weather report, made possible. Compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
chances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got big edge for those days when you're running low. Big edge is the place to go. Big edge, the cash can be in your hand. With the easiest payment plan. Big edge, cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio. 20 minutes before 8. Of course, you are tuned into your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, we present the general announcements and what's on your community bulletin board. Made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching. And now, your community bulletin board.
Dominica Public Service Union is requesting the attendance of all public officers to a general meeting today, Wednesday, October 2nd, from 4:30 p.m. at the Dominica Public Service Union Conference Room to discuss and finalize the level of salary increase which should be proposed to the government. Individuals or residents from Grand Bay wishing to attend the funeral service of Maria Toussaint today, Wednesday, October 2nd, are to note that buses driven by Baya and Crispin
will be available at Tetolale to provide transportation to the Grand Bay Roman Catholic Church. That wraps up this morning's presentation of the general announcements on your community bulletin board. Up next, we'll bring you a few items of what's on.